What's up, guys? It's Allison. Today I'm going to be doing my December wrap up. I read 8.5 books in December. The half book was an ebook, so I'm going to count that to my January because I'm only halfway through it at the moment. So, on to the books. These aren't in the order that I read them either. I read Cinder. This is the UK edition because I got it online, not knowing that if the cheaper one is from the UK, so it's literally shorter than every other book on my bookshelf. So that's something, because I also have Crest and Fairest, and they're like the tallest paperbacks, and this is the shortest paperback that I own, so that's interesting. This is a Cinderella retelling, and Cinderella is a cyborg, and her best friend Eco is an android, and I really need to read Scarlet so I know what happens to Eco, even though it's in a different perspective. It's in Red Riding Hood's perspective, I think. This is My True Love Gave to Me by a bunch of different authors. I was really excited to read this because I really like Rainbow Rowell, and I've heard of a lot of these authors. I've been waiting to meet them, pretty much all of them. Some of these are really, really good, and some of them aren't my favorite things ever, but they're cool, and it's like 12 novellas in one thing, which is really cool as well. B. Hawkins' Prophecy. This book, I feel like I really would have loved it more if I would have read it at a different time. Like where I was reading in my reading mode, I wasn't really in the mood to read this kind of book, but it was a really good book. I just wasn't really in the mood to read it, which is why it took me like 5 days compared to where all these other books took me 2, 3 at the most, compared to how much time I had to read. So this book is about 2 girls, and they were switched at birth, which is literally a TV show. But one is a witch and one is not. As The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This book was so amazing. I loved this so much. I was terrified to end it because I was like, it's not going to end good, it's not going to end good, it's not going to end good. And it did not end. The best, like, the actual ending of the book was not something that I liked. The after, like what happens after, that was okay. It wasn't my favorite thing ever because I didn't end it how I wanted it to end. One of my top reads ever, Kids of Appetite. Like, this book is amazing. I love this book so much. But it left me with so many questions. Like, what happened? Oh my gosh, this book was so sad. All the Bright Places. I was pretty sure that I knew this book was going to end bad by the point I got to a certain point in it. And I was just, no. And it's a really cute book, but it's also really sad. So, What Light, I finished this on December 31st. I got it for Christmas, and it's a really short book, and it was a really quick read. I started it on the 30th, and I finished it on the 31st, and it's a really cute, actually, no, I started it on the 30th, and I finished it on the 30th, but I put the wrong date into my Goodreads. Oh well, I read this book in a day, and because it's a really short read, it was really easy to get through. But it was really cute, and it's about this girl who lives in Oregon, but at Christmas time, her family owns a Christmas tree farm, so she goes down to California. So she's never really had a snowy Christmas, and she doesn't have a snowy Christmas. That's not what it is. But it's a really cute book. And it's Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. The first part of this book is kind of slow to get into, and I almost put it down, and I'm really glad that I didn't, because as soon as I got farther, it was like really, really exciting, and I got so attached to these characters like almost immediately after I ordered Six of Crows, and I ordered the Target edition because I was talking to somebody about it because my Secret Santa got me Shadow and Bone, which is what I'm reading at this moment, and I was talking about how I just finished Six of Crows, and that I really wanted Crooked Kingdom, but I hadn't been to a bookstore to even find it, and they told me that their friend ordered it from Target, and it was the Target edition, and it had posters. It had a poster of all the characters on it, and I was like, I need to have that. And I ordered it, and it's supposed to be here like next week maybe, and I'm super excited to open it because I want to see what they look like. I was so terrified half of this book. I'm like, you guys are acting so stupid. What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed. I hated the ending of this book. This book had a horrible ending. Anyway, that's it, because I'm not going to talk about the ebook that I'm reading because that's going to be in January. And I will see you guys with my next video, which will probably be my December wrap up. Unless I decide to do a TBR, which I probably won't because I never stick to my TBRs anyway. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!